Securing the Connected World, Emerging Threats and Solutions in 2024. Hi, my name is Ilya Volovnik. I've been in this industry for 30 years. When I started back in 1994, cybersecurity meant installing antivirus and setting up firewalls. Today, I'm dealing with AI-powered threats and quantum computing concerns. But you know what really fascinated? Despite all this complexity, the fundamental challenge remains the same. How do we protect our critical asset while enabling innovation? Today, I'd like to share insights from this journey, exploring how our connected world faces both unprecedented threats and remarkable opportunity for defense. The evolution of threats. The landscape of cybersecurity had transformed drastically since I entered the field. Considering 1994 Citibank hack, a single individual, Vladimir Levin, managed to steal 10 million through simple dial-up wire transfer manipulation. Now in 2024, we're facing AI-powered threats that can adapt and evolve faster than traditional defense. What took Levin a month to plan in 1994 can now be attempted in minutes using automated tools and artificial intelligence. Current threat landscape. Global cybercrime costs are projected to hit 10.5 trillion annually by 2025. That more than tripled since 2015. The number was 3 trillion. To put this in perspective, this represents the largest transfer of economic wealth in history, exceeding the global trade of illegal drugs combined. AI security paradox. AI is our strongest shield and our adversary's sharpest sword. AI security solutions in enterprise environment. We are not just changing our security tools, we are fundamentally reimagining trust boundaries. Think about it. The same AI that detects threats in milliseconds can be used to create sophisticated attacks just as quickly. We can no longer simply trust our training data or even our data providers. The new reality demands we have some compromise from the start. Another vector of attack is our supply chain. The supply chain evolution changed from evolved into interconnected AI-driven ecosystem that runs on multiple clouds, whether it's AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. Each integration point becomes a potential vector attack. The key question is not whether to transfer, but how to secure this increasingly complex AI-driven supply chain without sacrificing innovation. Another challenge is coming, and we're still facing it now, but it's going to be becoming more and more increasingly, is IoT. It says that by 2025, we're going to be looking at 75 billion connected devices. But what keeps security teams up at night is that these devices often prioritize convenience over security. These devices often comes with legacy devices with unchangeable default passwords, firmware that could not be updated remotely, and hundreds of sensors with limited processing power for encryption. There are some tools that we can implement to face this challenge, but it's becoming more and more complex by the day. What helps is adaptation of zero trust, and a key principle of zero trust is never trust, always verified, least privilege access, and continuous validation. Another challenge is misunderstanding of shared responsibility model. The critical focus in this area is identity management, data protection, and compliance. Through 2025, Gartner predicts 99% of cloud security failures will stem from human error. But here's what really keeping me awake. It's not just about misconfiguration anymore. I recently read about an attacker who was using public Wi-Fi DNS requests to map out cloud infrastructure of organization and a technique that bypass even stringent security controls. Emerging attack vectors. I recently read in one of the enterprise security reviews the quantum computing threat is not as distant as we thought. The data of companies that are in categories of Fortune 500 encryption infrastructure, the data being encrypted today could be captured and stored by adversaries until quantum computing become powerful enough to break it, what we call harvest now, decrypt later. What we changing What we are facing is changes in defense and that. What we used to be building the walls after walls after walls. What we need to do is more is to, instead of looking at the perimeter defense, firewalls, VPNs, classic castle demode, instead of building strong walls, we need to start building multiple smart walls, evolving AI-powered threat detection to secure our defense. Incident response evolution. The evolution of incident response automation reflects a critical industry shift. Traditional manual response processing were overwhelmed by the increased complexity of threats and limited resources. Organizations face extended detection and response time, leading to significant business impact. Real-world implementation shows three distinct phases. First, organization automatic basic detection, a routine task, freeing up incident response team from complex analysis. Next come orchestration, integration, security tools, and coordinating response across IT security and legal team. The current phase leverage AI and machine learning for predictable analysis and real-time threat detection. Small business impact. According to IBM 22 data breach report, are facing cost of breach hits 4.35 million, a devastating figure for a small operation. The three critical vulnerabilities we are facing: limited resources, technical complexity, and skill gaps, creating a perfect storm. One sobering example is small homeless charity lost $650,000 in single business email compromise attack. Most concern, over 80% of successful breaches stem from credential theft. Privacy regulations become more and more complex, but they need to be implemented. Companies need to be aware of GDPR, CCIP, HIPAA, PPD, and other challenges that comes with this integration of that challenges. And the most challenging aspect is cross-border data transfer under those regulations requires specific security controls and documentation. Common pitfalls include inadequate data qualification, incomplete audit trails, and fragment security controls across cloud and on-premises environments. AI in defense. The challenges using security AI is challenges must acknowledge this integration difficulty affects about 30% of organization practically when emerging AI tools with legacy system. Three main implementation hurdles stands out. Bias in AI systems can lead to false positive. Data quality issue affect model accuracy, and risk adversary attacks wherein cybercriminal can manipulate AI input. Future of authentication. Looking back, we are being struck in password stalemate that power proven incredibly vulnerable, with 49% of breaches involving stolen credential. Google journey shows the evolution of clarity clearly from introducing Google authentication in 2011 in today, where over 70% of Google accounts use second factor authentication. The future is rapidly moving beyond password toward biometric and authentication and passkey. Quantum computing development roadmap. Quantum computer threats is not a distant concern. Threat actors are already targeting sensitive data today using harvest now, decrypt later tactic. NSA is set to release post-quantum cryptographic standards in 2025. but organizations cannot afford to wait. Current public key system include RSA and ECDH will be vulnerable to crypto-relevant quantum computers. The prevention strategy includes three key components. First, crypto agility. Second, algorithm mitigation planning. And finally, key management prioritization, high impact system and industrial control system for transition. Security automation is transforming from manual response to automated orchestration with clear trajectory toward AI-driven solution. For vulnerability management, we are facing systems that can automate detection and responsibility threat, particularly critical to 43% of cyber attacks now targeting small businesses with limited resources. Best practice in 2024. The data show 62% of organizations are understaffed in cybersecurity, making a risk-based approach critical. Start with regular security assessment to identify vulnerabilities, particularly in remote work environment, where 36.2 million Americans will be working by 2025. Implement continuous threat exposure management, which Carter predicts will be reduced breaches by 2/3 in organization by 2026. Employee training is no longer just about awareness. Focus on security behavior and culture program that drives actual behavioral challenges. The future outlook 2025 and beyond. As we see today, the cybersecurity landscape is rapidly evolving and AI-powered threats presenting both opportunities and challenges. The key takeaway are threat landscape has transformed drastically from individual hackers in 1994 to sophisticated AI-enabled attacks in 2024. We projected cybercrime cost reaching 10.5 trillion by 2025. Small businesses are particularly vulnerable, with 43% of cyber attacks targeting them, an average incident cost 200,000. Defense strategy must evolve through zero trust architecture, implementation, AI-driven security solution, robust supply chain security, enhanced authentication method, regular employee training. Success in 2025 and beyond requires a risk-based approach, automated security response, proactive incident preparation, compliance with evolving privacy regulation. The future of cybersecurity depends on our ability to leverage emerging technology while maintaining robust defense mechanisms across all organization levels. Thank you for your attention.